Good morning, and welcome to Bad Bat Hikes. So last night, I slept okay. I'm stealthing by myself, which I've done lots of times before, but I could still hear people hiking. Nobody came right past me. When I was trying to go to sleep, I could hear voices, and then well after that, I could hear something walking around. Really freaked me out because I've never stealthed alone in bear country before, and I am still in the Blood Mountain Wilderness, but it's before March 1st, so I don't need a bear can. But I was just like, oh my god, if that's a bear, just let it get my food bag. Let it get my food bag and leave me alone, and it can have everything in my food bag. But I slept through the night, food bag was still there, everything's fine, but maybe I shouldn't stealth by myself in the middle of bear country, but should be fine. I made it. All is well. I've got less than a mile to get to Neal's Gap, but they don't open the mountain crossing store until 9 o'clock. So I've got all kinds of time. I got on my phone. I have a couple of episodes of The Great British Bake Off downloaded from Netflix. So I've just been chilling in my tent watching British people bake. It's been nice. But now it is time. It's getting light outside. It is time to get my stuff packed up and get to the tree full of shoes. I'm so excited. Something a little spooky happened. I was getting my pack on. I'm just now leaving. There's the rock. And my phone starts making this alarm sound. Like a whooping, really loud alarm sound. I was like, I don't have an alarm set. So I pull it out. And it said emergency SOS. And I was like, oh no. I was like, my Garmin's not even on. Have I pushed that SOS button? That's one of, I'm really paranoid about pressing it. But you have to undo the cap and hold it down for a few seconds. So I panic. There's a cancel option. It was almost as if I was declining a phone call. So I canceled it as soon as I saw it. Now I'm like, what just happened? So I don't know if it was my Garmin or something on my phone or what, but I really hope I didn't accidentally press that. I know they make it kind of hard to accidentally press, but like I said, I'm a little paranoid about it. So I hit cancel. So nobody should be getting my coordinates or anything, but that was a little scary. Just trying to get my pack on and this alarm started sounding. So hopefully everything's okay. Goodbye, Blood Mountain Wilderness. And I see a building. I hear the road. Let's do it. There it is. Thank you. Woo woo woo! Oh, that tree! How exciting. So I'm kind of parked at this picnic table, and I threw away all my trash. But I'm right under the shoe tree. So if you don't know, this is Mountain Crossings. It's a very, very famous gear store because they're closed right now. They'll open here in a few hours. But the trail, this is the trail, right here. So you walk through this building, and a couple of people have already told me this is the only part of the AT where you walk through a structure. So the only part that is undercover is right here. How cool is that? They have everything you could ever need.
I was on 35 pounds most of the trip.
I know, it's not in that pack though.
No, I ain't got nothing to take out.
Take that bag off of there.
Oh my.
Then I'll probably lose it.
This is so cool. Buffs as far as the eye can see. If you need all new layers. Oh my god, a pack wall. Good lord. Tents, trekking poles. All of the pads. Sit pads. Oh lord, every pad you could ever want, ever. Liners. Sleeping bags. Hey, Hyperlight, I've got one of those. Love them. Headlamps, food, fuel.
You get into town all
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You'll get into town, they'll get into Dollar General or...
This is so cool. So I got a little baby resupply, some candy, a couple of dinner lunch things, some peanut butter crackers, but for breakfast I'm gonna have a honey bun, an orange that I stole from Fresh Ground, and an iced coffee. Yum. So this is the store I just walked y'all through. It is so cool. It's the coolest gear store I've ever been to. But outside, so this is the hiker box, or boxes I should say, and people like leave their entire pack because they like buy one inside. There's a box full of food, which I did steal some instant breakfasts out of. Well, I shouldn't say steal. I took them, you know, with permission, but like look at all this stuff. All these pads, so people leave it and then other hikers can pick it up. So kind of leave what you can, take what you need, kind of a situation, but so cool. All right, so I've eaten my breakfast. Back on trail we go through mountain crossing. Woo woo woo. In shelter. There's a logbook right there. All right. Continuing on. Pro tip: if you're coming on a mountain crossing and you'd had a pizza or something, you immediately climb up for a while. So pace yourself. Even with just the honey bun and a coffee, I'm just like, oh, so be prepared. Don't mind me huffing and puffing, I'm still climbing. But I just wanted to point out, I'm so glad I did Blood Mountain yesterday. That's Blood Mountain. You can't even see the top, it's in the clouds. So that means I would have missed that spectacular view. So glad. Just stopped for lunch at this little campground off trail, and I have on my parka, but just in like cover mode, I guess you'd call it. So it is sprinkling, so I might need to put it on soon, so hopefully it won't start dumping on me. Full blueberry mode, engaged. It's not super raining, but it is sprinkling quite a bit. I'm on a ridge. It's grayed out everywhere. So, Blueberry will keep going down the trail. That would have been a good trail name if I didn't have one already. Fog is setting in. Very eerie weather. I should listen to like a spooky podcast or something. Y'all see this like tree of doom that snapped off branches like right on trail? That looks very precarious. Oh dear. Let me just quickly go by. Whew. Talk about a widowmaker. So it's big rain now, and I'm running into an issue again where I can't get to my umbrella without getting wet. So I may have to say goodbye to the umbrella. I love my umbrella. So we'll see. If I get to a spot where I can get it out, I will. But it is doom and gloom. Doom and gloom. No pain, no rain, no main, right? I can see the shelter, and I've never been so happy to see a 3-sided building. No tenting there. Got it. Woo, woo, woo! Woo! Oh my God! All right, so I look a little spooky with my headlamp light, but I made it to, I think it's called Low Gap Shelter. I'm staying in the shelter tonight with 3 other people. I've got Clutch, and I keep wanting to call him Deep Thought, but I know that's not right, and Hoover. And then 2 other guys are tent camping a little ways away from the shelter, but we all had dinner and we had a fire. Hopefully I'll get brave enough to start filming around people soon, so it's not just me on here all the time. But I've hiked up to the privy. We're gonna hunker down and hope that our stuff stays dry with all of this rain tonight. So I'll go ahead and say, if you want to follow along on my AT journey, don't forget to subscribe. I also have an Instagram account of the same name, Bad Hikes. And for now, happy trails.